guys? It's JT Sports and Match you guys with another video. I'm here with my guy Mike from 12 Up. He's here to provide us some updates and some recaps of the East West Shrine practices from day one and day two. Mike, how's it going, man?
It's going great, and Shrine game has been pretty much everything I expected so far with these first few days of practice.
So the first guy I'm gonna ask you about the quarterbacks first, but the first guy I'm really interested in is Mason Fine. He was a small school guy, put up enormous numbers at North Texas, really under the radar. And how has he been?
He picked a bad time to have some of his worst practices because when you're a 5'11" quarterback and 190 pounds, you don't get to have too many bad days. And what he was going to sell himself on was his accuracy, especially short and intermediate routes, and that sort of wavered on him. Every deep throw that he had was always sailing and heading towards the boundary. He did at the end of today's practice hit a couple nice throws late, but the damage had already been done, and I don't think that you could watch the seven quarterbacks that are there and say that he's anything above maybe the fifth or sixth best.
So what about some of the other quarterbacks?
Well, if you look at the seven there, four of them are on the west, three on the east. I don't think the east has the three best, and they have FIU's James Morgan, who, if you wanted to draw up a quarterback on a board, like he's a big guy, 6'4", 230, can move around, accurate to all levels of the field. We got Kevin Davidson from Princeton, who has a hose and a 68% college completion. He's been a dead-eye, hitting everything on all levels. And then Tommy Stevens from Mississippi State, who was the Penn State transfer, and Joe Moorhead took the Mississippi State job. And I was really interested in him because Mississippi State did him no favors this year. He was all over the place. But he really put some nice work together. The arm was never in question. The question was the accuracy. And he looks right now, I know he's still going to get there, but he had an extremely solid first 2 days of practice.
Okay, so my guy Kelly Bryant. Kelly Bryant, most notably known for transferring out from the University of Clemson after getting his starting job taken over by Trevor Lawrence. How has he looked?
Kelly Bryant's been right in the middle, extremely inconsistent. There were a couple like deep sail routes and shake routes that he was right on the money with, and then he'd miss a guy in an in route. He's also got this weird little Blake Bortles hitch in his throwing motion where he's got to wind up a little bit. It's not like a tunnel where it kind of loops and comes in the front where that's not great, but you can at least work with that. He's bringing the ball down and then circling it around, which sort of causes the accuracy to wane a little bit and also allows DBs to get a little better break on the ball. So not the best week, but at the same time, he's the best of the West quarterbacks, and he still has a lot of time to make up what's been an uneven performance. I think is the best word so far.
So the last quarterback I wanted to ask you about is the quarterback Tyler Huntley from Utah. Now I have my concerns with Tyler Huntley, considering that he's a little bit thin in frame, and also I really question his arm strength really. So has he really
You
proved
would
me
like to
wrong?
question his arm strength because it hasn't really showed up. Now, when you're throwing against air and you got a clean pocket, you can step up and drive throws, then his arms look pretty good. The problem is when he's dropping back and he's starting to move around a little bit, he's not really a very aggressive passer. He's going to try and take the first option available. Now he's accurate, and there were a couple of times where plays broke down in traditional Tyler Huntley fashion. He kind of wiggles his way out and makes something of it, but he's coming from an offense that Utah didn't throw the ball a lot. For a guy like Kyle Whittingham, they definitely did not want to throw the ball a lot. So he got a lot to prove, and he hasn't really done much to set himself apart, although he hasn't completely tanked his draft stock either.
Okay, so now where were some interesting skill position players you noticed, like the halfbacks, the wide receivers? What are some guys that really stood out?
The best player here is Benjamin Victor from Ohio State. 6'4", 199, runs like a deer, soft, sticky hands, catches pretty much everything. He was going up against a guy named Keith Washington, who was a quarterback from West Virginia. He was probably the best defensive back that I saw there in the early going. He beat him on a couple double moves. I mean, juking him outside of the camera. I mean, absolutely terrific stuff. He's a guy that if he went back to Ohio State, he probably could have ended up being a first or second rounder if he really got to work with Justin Fields. But he's proven that he's definitely the best guy, especially out wide that I've seen so far. Reggie Corbin from Illinois, too, the running back. I remember when he came in, he was a late addition. I'm looking at this two quads, I'm like, that's bigger than my waist. And he's really shown off not only just speed and athleticism, but the ability to just keep pushing through contact. When he's in the open field, he'll just skirt around guys. And he's come from an Illinois team that just physically could not throw the ball for 2 years. So he's facing stacked boxes, and he's still productive, getting 7-8 yards to carry. So he's definitely a name to watch. The tight ends have been a little disappointing, although Western Michigan's Giovanni Ricci sort of came on late on today's practice and sort of emerged as the best of that group.
Okay, so the last wide receiver before we move on to the defense is Jawan Johnson. Now, a lot of websites have been saying he's looked solid, but he's been really slow. And what have you seen out of Jawan Johnson?
That he's been solid, but he's been really slow. He reminds me a lot of Ricky Seals-Jones, who was a tight end out the Cleveland Browns, where he put wide receiver over at Texas A&M. In that, I mean, you look at him, I mean, he's almost DK Metcalf size. 6'4", 230, brick house. No one's jamming this guy at the line, but anytime that he has to do a lot of stuff separating deep, that's where the issues come. Now, he's got good footwork. He's been able to get open, but there are some teams that are going to say, if we just get this guy in a weight room and put on 15 pounds, we might have to make him into an H-back or something. And there is something to that, because this guy was at Penn State and he was at Oregon. And he never kind of took off at either at wide receiver. So I think that little conspiracy theory to move him around, I think that has some legs to it.
Yeah, because if you go back and you watch this film from Oregon, I watched a lot of Oregon games, and it's really surprising because I'm an East Coast guy. So when I watched Jawan Johnson play, I noticed that every time Justin Herbert threw the ball, it kind of seemed like he was catching jump balls, and it's pretty much because of what you said. He's pretty slow, so I mean, he probably struggled to create a separation. That's why a lot of his catches look kind of contested most of the time.
That's exactly why.
So the last guy on offense is Malcolm Perry. Now Malcolm Perry was getting a lot of rave reviews. He had like a big article on NFL's.com's website. How did he handle going into the second day of the practice?
He might have been one of my biggest losers from today. And it was so rough to see, because for a guy who went from running back to triple option quarterback to wideout, I mean, that's incredibly tough. And he's got a lot of the wide receiver stuff down pat. The quick feet, the ability to get open, the explosion when he has the ball. Nothing wrong there. He had about 2 or 3 really back-breaking drops, and not on like contested catches where he would get open on a slant and then the ball would just whiz right through his hands. Now, obviously, the theory is, you can coach a guy into that, but at the same time, as a wide receiver, I don't want to, beat you guys over the head with technical jargon or a bunch of hot takes, but I'm pretty sure that you need to be catching the ball and be a wide receiver in this league.
Yeah. So
I think there's going to be a problem. He is, looking at Keenan Reynolds and what Keenan Reynolds was, he did the exact same thing. Keenan Reynolds is definitely a better NFL prospect right now than Malcolm Perry.
okay, so everybody, we are on the line with my guy Mike, Fun 12 Up. Make sure you guys check him out. Link down to his website and blog will be down in the description in the comment section down below. So now we're getting into the defense. I want to add, because I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. So how have the Miami Hurricane linebackers fared so far during the practices?
Well, Quarterman has been a lot better than Pinckney. Pinckney has kind of struggled in coverage, which you as a Miami fan have probably seen quite frequently. Quarterman, it's been weird because he came into this with a reputation as a bit of a 2-down thumper, just kind of a run-stuffer guy. And he's done that. He's played exactly like that. Now, he's excelled for the most part, but at the same time, he hasn't really shown anything to really differentiate himself or say, I'm probably a better option and I'm passing down. So we still need more to see from him, although if you draft him, you know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get a physical guy that's going to stick his nose right into the line and make some plays, but I really question his versatility.
Yeah, and that's the big concern that a lot of Miami Hurricane fans have the linebackers, because a year ago, like Shaq Quarterman was regarded as probably our best pass coverage linebacker that we had, and this season him and Michael Pittman's play kind of slowed down, even though a lot of people had high expectations for him because of the experience they had. But then also Miami lost a lot of talented guys up front, such as Gerald Willis and things like that.
Yeah, Miami was pretty much decimated. I think that, and they can't even put it on Manny Diaz leaving because, as we know, Manny Diaz came back. So that was really bizarre, and I think that really knocked Quarterman's stock down a little bit. But I think he's done a good enough job at sort of repairing it.
So, what were some guys in the interior that really stood out?
Khalil freaking Davis at Nebraska. Every single play that this dude lined up at defensive tackle, he was pushing the guy back and getting into the backfield. He might be the biggest winner. Him and Michigan State's Raekwon Williams, who's just all muscle, all strength, all hustle, and he's just getting into the backfield consistently. Now, because he switched from a 3-4 to 4-3 to test versatility, and he didn't fare very well as a defensive end, but when they stuck him inside, that quickness, that power, that leverage, that really stood out. And I think if you had to declare a sort of hypothetical winner the first 2 days, on either side of the ball, you would either probably go with Benjamin Victor or Khalil Davis.
Okay, so the last position I want to ask you, you can just touch on a couple, the defensive back position, maybe a safety or corner. What were some of the best and worst guys you saw at those two positions?
Well, the two best were Keith Washington, although Benjamin Victor kind of did him dirty. Keith Washington had a couple big breakups, looked very feisty. He never looked like he was overwhelmed athletically. He was really a standout. And then Chase Whitaker from Arizona. Now, there was a video going around, Juwan Johnson just embarrassing this man and sending him off the camera with a juke on a one-on-one at the end of practice. But that shouldn't overshadow what has been a really good week for him. And then if you want to talk about guys who really struggled, my dude Luke Barku over at San Diego State, who led the country in interceptions, but they put him at corner, and he was getting deep on almost every rep he took. Now, the logical move is, move him to safety, make him a small safety like Tyrann Mathieu. Well, Tyrann Mathieu don't exist all over the NFL. He's nowhere near that caliber of athlete, so he's probably going to have to be a corner at the NFL level. And it really just did not work out for him today. Although guys like Kiava, the linebacker from San Diego State, and Dyshawn Dixon, the offensive guard, also had a good day. So it's not totally doom and gloom for Aztecs fans.
Okay. So everybody, this is Mike that we have on the line. Mike, thank you for coming on, man. You provided some really great insight. I was really struggling trying to find information, so I'm glad I ran across you on Twitter, man.
My pleasure. Good to know someone's watching those videos and putting out there.
Thank you, man. So hopefully we can get you on sometime in a couple of days to recap the rest of the week. And thank you for coming on, man. You guys make sure to go ahead and check out 12 Up. Mike, can you provide us a little bit of insight what you have going on the website before we let you go?
Well, of course, we do all sort of major sports. We do football, baseball, basketball, both college football and college basketball, and we're getting into boxing and MMA too. That's one of our bigger things that we're really starting to focus on this year. But college football is my baby. That's my bread and butter. That's what I love doing. And finally got the opportunity to head down to Tampa. I'll also be in Mobile next week for the Senior Bowl and head over there and look for some more good coverage.
Okay, man. So thank you for coming on, man. We hope to get you back on in a couple of days and have a good day.
You too, man. Thank you.